Hello, 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 beautiful people. My name is Ms.B. I am the goddess of empathy. The name is for you, but the title is for me. You can just call me Ms.B. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling in your ear?
No, you're
Okay.
okay.
You can just call me Ms.B. I want to thank you so much for being here with us today on Empathy Empowers. And I have a guest. I'm so excited that she's here. I'm proud to call her a friend and an entrepreneur, but I don't want to give away too much. I'll let her tell tell you all about her. Her name is Shana Gourdine, and this is her book, The Mask Behind the Mask. And today on the show, we're going to talk a little bit about the book and her journey that she's making as an entrepreneur. So stay right tuned. We are going to just get into some girl talk and just chill and just catch up and talk about the book. So, Shana, thank you for having me, for her coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
an honor.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So, tell us, well, let me explain to the people how we met. I met Sheena at a inspirational, educational, I want to say stage play.
It's educational
Educational theater, yes. It was hosted by Antoinette Lawson, and she has a local theater troupe in Albany, New York. And the name of her theater troupe and business is Women with Voices. And the name of the show that I went to see, where Shana was in, where she acted, was Secrets. And I just loved her story. I loved her portrayal. And it's educational theater. So the ones I've been to a few of the productions, and they're based on real life things. So Shayna, I just was like, this is a real cool person. Started to talking to her, and then now we're friends. So it's been 1 year, one year
Yes,
later.
1
So
year
now,
later.
tell us about yourself. Tell the people about
Well,
yourself. Shayna.
hi. I'm Sheena. I'm originally from South Carolina. I've moved out here about 16 years ago. I have two beautiful daughters, Liana and Samira, which are my babies. My book, which now I'm an author. This pretty, gorgeous book. It's called The Mask Behind the Mask. I started writing this book because of the domestic violence and health conditions that I was dealing with. So it kind of made me push forward to then want to help and educate people to love all the imperfections in spite of what they do.
Definitely, definitely. So how did you come across getting involved with the Secrets play and project with Women with Voices? Shout out to Antoinette.
Yes,
Hi,
shout out to
Antoinette.
Internet. But definitely it was quite interesting. I was working with Unity House. And Zamaxia, I was telling her about my book, and I showed her my picture that's on this back of the book. It's a beautiful picture. If you
Yes,
can't
that
see
is a
it.
gorgeous,
It's a beautiful picture.
gorgeous picture.
And I showed her the picture, and I told her about my book, and she's like, "Oh, I have somebody I want to hook you up with." So she then gave me Antoinette's number and introduced me to Antoinette, and then I told Antoinette about my book and told her, she was telling me about her play and how she wanted somebody to share the secret. So February 23rd was the first time I've ever stepped on stage in a day in my life.
Wow.
Which was actually the day my book dropped.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
So
wow.
It was like, listen, I guess this is God telling me, all right, you got to get uncomfortable.
Yeah. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but why specifically this book? Why did you write this book?
I wrote it to help people to love their imperfections despite of what they're dealing with. We all carry a lot of masks. And the thing about it is we carry the mask and we hide behind a lot of things. And I call it the mask behind the mask because I hid behind the mask for a while when I was going through domestic violence. I felt embarrassed. I felt judged.
Yeah.
So then, on top of that, I was dealing with health conditions, which came with the depression and anxieties.
Yes.
So it's like to carry all those masks, that's a lot.
Yes.
So why not put the words that I was writing in my poetry and stuff to help people to love what's going on with them despite of what they might be dealing with. It doesn't have to be domestic violence. It could just be on a day-to-day basis of life with what they're dealing with.
Exactly. So you're so right. We all have masks, and we have masks behind masks and more on top of it. And the more we reveal those layers, seems like the more happier we are. So I read this book. I love this book. It's not just poetry. It's inspiration. It's sonnets. It's all types of things that can help in this book. So I'm going to tell you one of my favorite poems is Courage. And I'm going to read that poem as soon as I find a page.
It's hiding. It's like I'm not coming out today.
Why do I have the wrong page? Here we go.
There we go.
Rushing my notes, I put 24 and it's page 4.
Page 4.
Courage. When you think about courage, you see someone as being a hero. Well, today you can be your own hero. Be your own strength. Be your own savior. Be your own advocate to fight for your life. Courage is to be able to soar above your situation. Despite the struggles, keep being encouraged to become a better you. As you walk through the journey, be encouraged by a quote, a motivation speech, words, songs, and poems. Whatever makes you encouraged to fight another day. Encourage yourself to love yourself first. No one else is going to be a better advocate than yourself. Always know that God is there as you be your hero as you walk through this journey. Courage. Great words, great words. So, my question for you, Sheena, is why do you think people find it hard to love themselves first?
One, it could be things that they dealt with as in childhood. Like they probably got bullied, low self-esteem. They might have just got talked to the wrong way. It just depends on how they was raised. And some people, then courage can be a scary thing. Sometimes they get comfortable.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to find the courage that's already inside of them. So they feel like, oh, I don't got it, so I'm just settle for whatever's going on at the moment. This is okay for me, so I'm gonna just settle.
Yeah, you touched on something when you talked about those childhood experiences. Who was Shana? How was you as a child? How was you as a little girl?
I was quiet. I stayed to myself. I was raised by myself, so I was the only kid.
Oh, okay.
So you know, it's being
So
the
you're
only kid.
child.
You
Yeah.
know that only kid syndrome. You know. But I was quiet. You know, I stayed to myself. I did my own thing. Majority of the time during Chucks, even in summertime, I went to school. Like
Yeah.
I was one of those kids that went to school year round.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
but it was like those summer enrichment programs. But the benefit of it is I got to go to these free places. So it was like a benefit at the end. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like I got to go to Disney World in Philly and New York. And
If any
all
young
these-
people watching, you better peep that. It's for real.
Listen,
It's true. It's a
telling
lot
you.
of programs.
Yes, definitely them programs.
Yeah.
And then we got stipends, so I got some money.
Yes. Okay.
So it was benefits. But
Yeah.
it was great education. I got to learn Chinese, French.
Oh, that's
So
that's
you know,
really
it was just
cool.
a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
I played basketball.
Yeah.
I did that sport. Basketball was my thing. I loved basketball. Like I still watch basketball now.
Yeah.
I watch the football, the basketball, the baseball, but I really was into basketball when I was young.
So
Like,
what position did you play? I don't know much about sports, but I have a friend who's into sports.
well,
so.
I played shooting guard, small forward, and I also played point every now and then.
Okay, I would actually bet your stats, but I wouldn't know to ask you.
Just know I was on the starting five.
Okay, all right, that makes
I
sense.
started every game.
So the little girl in you, can you imagine yourself being the woman you are today?
No, sometimes I look back like, wow, I used to be that quiet, but I'm not that quiet no
Yes.
more. But I have to find my voice.